Great speakers milk the moment. What I mean is, in certain moments of their stories, instead of speaking, they keep silent and make you wonder what happened next. And just because they're silent doesn't mean they're not giving hints to what happened in that moment. For example, by now you're probably familiar with the story of when I was going to introduce my speaking hero at a conference. Well, watch what happens immediately following the moment where I tell my speaking hero how excited I was to meet him.
Now fast forward several years to 2001, I am the world champion of public speaking, and I'm flying back from Taiwan where I just gave 8 speeches in 6 days, so I'm burned out, but I'm pumped up. Ask me, say, Craig, why were you pumped up? I'm glad you asked. Because when I get back to Baltimore, I have the opportunity to introduce my speaking hero. The man who made me want to get into this business in the first place. So, Chris, all 16 hours of the flight, I'm writing down my introduction, going over it time and time, because I want to make a big impression on him. So I get back, well, it wasn't you, Chris. So I get back to Baltimore, 500 people pack into this auditorium. I'm a little nervous, so I go out in the hallway to catch my breath. Who do you think I ran into in the hallway? Martin Sheen. Are you still carrying that story? No, I ran into my speaking hero. And I said to him, oh my gosh, I'm Craig Valentine, and because I won the world championship, I'm able to introduce you today. You're the person who made me want to get into this business in the first place. Thank you for coming here. This means so much to me. Nothing. He said absolutely nothing. He just looked at me as if to say, you don't belong on the same stage. Now, I don't know how you would react to this, but I got to thinking he's about to get an introduction he didn't expect. You don't know me. But here's something else he didn't know. Baltimore is my city. And before I introduced him, they introduced me. And when they introduced me, 500 people leapt to their feet. They start going crazy and cheering, because I'm their world champion, right? So all of a sudden, I'm feeling better. I'm pumped. I'm like, yeah, what? Yeah, I'm feeling better. And I walked right by the speaker. He didn't say anything. He just looked up at me like this. I didn't say anything either. I wanted to snap him up, but I just kept on moving.
Welcome back. So what happened immediately after I told my hero how excited I was to meet him? I'll tell you what didn't happen. Words. That's right, instead of speaking in that intense moment, I remained silent, and I let my audience wonder what was happening. I was milking the moment. I'm sure there are many moments in your stories that you can milk as well. After I milked it for a few seconds, I let my audience know he was looking at me as if to say, you don't belong on the same stage. Then, guess what I did after he said that? That's right, I milked the next moment for a bit before I shared my reply. Sometimes the most powerful parts of a story are the parts where you say nothing and you let the audience wonder what you are feeling. Better yet, you let the audience feel it too. See, this allows them to feel how you felt and think about how they would respond in that same situation. That's the secret. Then, here's one of my favorite tools to use after you milk the moment. Share your inner dialogue with your audience. See, now that the audience is curious enough, I can share my inner dialogue like I did when I said, I thought he's about to get an introduction he did not expect. Your audience can't get any closer to you than inside of your own mind. So share your thoughts with them, in inner dialogue form, of course, as if you're saying to yourself. And don't say, I thought to myself. Why? Who else are you going to think to?